The Witcher's contact in Velen was to be Hendrik, the Emperor's spy. Hendrik was operating incognito in that war-ravaged land. His mission, to gather intelligence about Ciri. Yet Geralt arrived too late. The Wild Hunt had reached Hendrik first. The Witcher learned nothing from the spy's corpse, but the Wraiths had failed to find his notes. Geralt read them and knew that Ciri had been a guest of the Bloody Baron, a local warlord, and that she'd quarreled with a witch.
Hello everyone, I just need to check.
What's your take, baby? Don't stay long.
I just need to check that, okay. I'm trying to remember if I was recording. Okay, so we're about to embark on a very, very, very long quest. So, let's talk to this guy.
You ain't safe unless you got a Gabrielle. The autocrat one-handed Gabrielle ensures you get the first shot and the last word.
Let me have a look at your stock.
Let me see if... Oh, I should keep... how much do these cost? 121. I should just sell it. I need to get rid of stuff. I'm at 12. Because I'm about to go on a very, very long journey. So... But we're going to do Gwent first.
How about you take a break from hawking? We play cards instead.
$22 cards. We're ready. Don't need you. Ooh. This is a good hand. This is a very good hand. Who is that guy? Oh, okay. We've seen him before. I like this. Let's just... I don't need Biting Frost from Nilfgaard, so I'll just play it right away. So Nilfgaard is a spy-heavy deck as well, so decoys are great. Oh my god. This is spy madness. What's great though is that the spies are on the melee row, so I can easily take the lead if I wanted. No, I want you. Let's see if I could bait another card. Oh, really? Okay. You made that easy. Oh, crap. Whoops, I totally screwed that up. I forgot the Biting Frost. Whoops. Now this is going to be hard. Because Nilfgaard wins ties. That's good, I got a decoy. What do I have in my graveyard? I'll play this. I need to decoy my medic back out. And then I will play you. Despite my fuck up, I still have an extra card. Oh, this is gonna be great. I don't even care if they have bad weather cards. Yeah, what you saw in the first round is what stupid people do when they play Gwent. Make life hard for yourself. But this opponent's not very good, so it's okay. Yeah, that's okay. You could do that if you want. I'm still beating him pretty badly. Unless he has a Scorch. Yep. That's why I didn't mind the bad weather, because I basically had 2 Commander's Horns on that row. I bet he had Clear Weather card as his last card. And I won more money.
Looking for the local witch.
Look for her then. I know nothing.
Really? Let's say I'm a little skeptical. Okay. Robbing your house because you're lying to me. Woo! Look at all this stuff. You know what? I forgot to look at the armor. Did he have a map?
You ain't safe.
Let me have a look at it.
He did.
Let me have a look at it.
Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it.
So long.
Okay. In my inventory... Here we go. Edwin Gerloff's second map. Plowing syphilistic son of epoxy whore. I lost the first map I prepared for Professor Adamenstein in a game of Gwent. I must now return to my base camp near the tomb under Crookback Hills and start anew. Meanwhile, I'll mark further points of interest on this map. Edwin Gerloff, adjunct to natural history at Oxenfurt Academy. Edwin Gerloff's first map. After being recruited by Professor Slavko Adamenstein to join his research group, I began a study of the Griffin School of Witchers. My base of operations was the tomb under the Crookback Hills. The professor claimed this was the final resting place for one of the Griffins and wished to find a way inside it. I quickly discovered a range of places of interest, each marked with a pictogram in the shape of a Griffin School Witcher medallion. I've marked these points on this map. Edwin Gerloff, adjunct in the natural history at Oxenfurt. So, I believe that's treasure hunts. We did the cat school, so we have search the Witcher George's cave, find all the diagrams to the Griffin School Witcher gear. Geralt came across evidence of the legendary Witcher George's equally legendary equipment. Having heard many tales of this gear's extraordinary traits, Geralt decided to investigate. Find the steel sword, find the trousers, find the boots. During one of his numerous adventures, Geralt got his hands on a map covered with strange markings. He quickly deduced that they indicated the locations of hidden Witcher caches, and intrigued by the chance of discovering long-lost crafting schematics, he set out to find them. We did that one. Find armor, find gauntlets, find the silver sword. During one of his numerous adventures, Geralt got his hands on a map. Yeah, I did all that. Wasn't there... Did I read a treasure quest? I thought there was another quest I didn't read. Is it a treasure hunt? Never mind.
Greedy slut. Then you could more and have me double head.
Visit the witch myself. I've my elf, thank the gods. For the rest, well, she can't beat bread and stuff.
Oh, come on, if you are not
A merchant.
An amulet, a bazaar, some tortoise shells.
What else you have on offer?
Corpse teeth and kidney stones. Tried remedies for trying times.
Oh, you have Gwent cards. I also might have stuff I can sell? Yeah. We need to get rid of all of this. I might want to keep the food for now. He has some equipment, but I don't need it. There are cards. For 183 maximum inventory weight. I think I want it now because I'm going to be going on a pretty long adventure.
Let's play cards. Gwent wouldn't be bad.
It will give me 30 extra pounds, which makes a difference. Did I get a... Oh, I did! Okay. Excellent. I won this card. And I don't need you anymore. I also got another one of these. And I got another card. A Redanian Foot Soldier. That was the other card. Okay. My deck is really strong now. At least for this stage of fighting. Monsters. This is our first Monsters deck. I really want my Frost card now. So I'm going to go fishing for it. I did not get it. Oh, this is so good. He might have a Scorch. So what I'm doing is I'm waiting for him to show more of his cards. Let's find out if he has a Scorch. If I can pull out a Scorch, that makes things a lot better for me. That has the muster ability. I should probably look at these cards. Botchling, admit your mistakes and bury them proper, else they'll come back to haunt you. Plague Maiden, the sick rave about a boiled poxed woman surrounded by herds of rabid rats. Endriga, the nest, take out the nest or the bastards will just keep coming. Cockatrice, born of an egg laid by a cockerel. If you believe such peasant drivel. Araka's Behemoth, like a cross between a crab, a spider, and a plow and mountain. Muster, find any cards with the same name in your deck and play them instantly. I'm actually ahead of you. So you're gonna have to play a card if you want to beat me. Awesome. So I pulled out his Biting Frost. That was good. And Monster has the special ability that a random monster stays on the field, which I am fine with. And I will be 3 cards ahead of him. So this, unless he's got like a couple of Scorches, it should be okay. We'll see if I can bait out a Scorch. I have such a massive lead. This guy isn't very good. He doesn't have all the muster cards, so he's not pulling a bunch of cards from his deck. Now he'll Scorch me if he has it. Oh, you are so screwed. I don't even need to keep playing. And what card did I get? Siege Tower. Whoops. I love the clamor of siege towers in the morning. Sounds like victory. I definitely want that. And you can go away. The deck is shaping up to be pretty good right now. Oh, notice board. Oh. Pantry's been robbed. To the thief who's nipping goods out of my pantry soon as I put them there. That sausage you took last week, I prepared it especially for you from the bloated carcass of a mare I found in the muck, rotten eggs, and a handful of larvae. I then spat in it for seasoning and added some other highly personable ingredients. I hope you ate your fill, you scuffy rogue. Rosa. Good folk, take no advice from the peddler. When our Rosa fell weak, he said to put her on a pine plank and stick it in a fire-bread oven, then count to a dozen 3 times. When we pulled her out, she had burnt to a crisp, and there was nothing left but to bury the charred bits. But the peddler refused to give back the 3 hard-boiled eggs we'd given him, saying he'd already eaten them. Wolfram and Ennet. Yeah. These are not smart people. Repent. The ladies of the wood are unhappy, so the trees whisper. The offerings we make are not enough. We pray too seldom, and too often we take their name in vain. Mend your ways, good folk. Show contrition and fervor in your faith, for if the ladies too abandon us, we'll all perish in this forsaken bog. Obviously a very religious group as well. Keep away from the Nilfgaardians. I'll shear the hair off any trollop who fraternizes with the Nilfgaardians, so her baldness will proclaim her shame to all, and I'll carve the face of any peddler who deals with the Black Ones, or Providence, or provides them a service, a patriot. Contract, Jenny of the Woods. Hark! Some devilry's taken hold of our fields, something neither spirit nor phantom. Old Will swears on his mother's grave. It's like to be Jenny of the Woods. Whether it is or ain't, be careful and don't go out in the fields alone, and most certainly not without scythe or rake in hand. But if you have the courage to drive the foul thing off, you'll receive a handsome reward, Buckle Elderman of Mythcops. Quiet after dark. Take heed not to wander about after dark, nor make any unnecessary racket. Keep your windows covered if you burn a candle, and don't throw any damp branches likely to smoke onto the fire. We have enough trouble in the village without attracting more. Elderman. We got a new quest. Level 10, talk to the Alderman of Midcops. While in the area around the village of Midcops, Geralt decided to look around and see if there wasn't anyone in need of a witcher. It just so happened there was. On the local notice board hung an offer of a bounty for ridding the area of a monster called Jenny of the Woods. Geralt decided this was something he should look into.
I know you from somewhere. You, white one. What's your business? Bloody Baron know you're here?
No, he doesn't.
of horrors, imps, sammelvillas, mammons, flying drakes, pikes, oh, and bats.
Thistle.
Golden heaven sent you.
Jeez.
Roots are gonna rot my guts.
What do I got to do to get me a sword like that?
You don't want to get a sword like this.
Leave me be.
Yeah, you're all miserable shits. I get it. I'm trying to remember.
Making me a slingshot.
He's fixing the thatch on the roof. That's funny. Whoops. Did I talk to you?
Where's your tent, Penny? Stop stealing our yarn.
Greetings.
What do ye want?
So the notice about Jenny of the Woods. You posted it, right?
Oh, aye, 'twas me. You do it. You's a witcher, is you not? Straight off, a picture in me granny's book. Monstrum, or a portrayal of witches. Remember like it were the day. We be afeard of her. But Jenny of the Woods, what's she to you?
Let's talk rewards.
So with Witcher contracts,
So,
you make more money if you negotiate. But, I mean, these guys are poor. So,
Oh, have it your way.
I'm on it. Know if anyone's seen Jenny of the Woods? Could tell me more about her.
Old Willem must have, but he won't tell you naught. He were weak of heart. We found him in the fields this morning. Other folk are afeard to go out nights, but you might try Agneta, lives at the end of the village. Word is she saw the rape.
And nothing happened to her? She wasn't hurt?
Agneta? Outlived 3 husbands, that one. Jenny of the Woods won't do naught to that wench.
Okay. I'm not doing that quest right now. I was just curious if the Elderman had other dialogue.
If it weren't for our fair elders ruling the wilds, we'd have starved long past.
Should send him back to the witch. Make sure him bleeds.
Greetings, ma'am.
Good day to you, sir. Need something?
Got a matter for your village witch. Know where I can find her?
I didn't bother with her myself. But ask my man. He'll know. Twerked his back so bad last week he could hardly move. So I sent him to the witch. Came back sprightly as a foal.
Where is he?
In the yard, no doubt. Pain's gone, but sleep's setting now. Should be hunting foxberries to feed our young'uns. Marion's lad, and that man, he knows how to provide for his family. Some water rats last. They have food for days.
So, something's going on with this witch. I like how all these peasants are doing something. Like, many of them are not just standing around, there's a lot of activity.
Nothing left but the plague. Beg evil spares us at least.
So they know that the village has been burned. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I think her man is this guy.
Good day. Heard you know where to find the local witch.
Who told you that?
Your wife.
Daft wench. Leave me be and don't listen to that nattering sow. We've not had a witch, shaman, nor cunning wench in ages.
You sure? Give it a think.
Won't take no for an answer, will ye? Ooh, all right. Know the small pond near the village? Path leads off from it. Follow that till you come across a lone rock. Walk around that into the woods. Find the old cart. You're there.
Thanks.
It's just... Don't harm her, sir. Word of your kind's reached these parts.
My kind, meaning?
Well, the witch-burning kind.
So yeah, so in case you think there are not enough factions and conflicts and chaos already, there is another faction called the Witch Hunters, and we'll learn about that.
Witch hunters have been here already?
Nay, but we've heard tell of them. So, when I spied you coming, swords and all, straight away I thought tales must be true.
I'm a witcher, not a witch hunter.
What? Not one and the same?
No.
Yeah, CD Projekt Red is making fun of people that think witchers are the same as witch hunters.
No need to worry. I'm not out to hurt your witch.
Ooh, a weight off me heart, sir. She only arrived a short while ago, but she's frightfully wise. Even pleasant on the eyes. I feel like I'm skinning.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
So that quest... Find the pond by the village, yep.
Got a lump of bread today.
Supposed to be a large stone near the pond.
I like how there's also villagers out collecting food. It feels very realistic. And they don't do that at night, which is also really cool.
There's the boulder. Now right, and onto the cart.
Neckers are ogroids. I do not have an oil for them. I think that they are vulnerable to fire. But I can't recall if they're vulnerable to fire or not. They are annoying though. No mistakes are allowed. Man. They're really small, they don't have a lot of health, but they could do a lot of damage. Oh, that's really good, except it's not the right mutagen that I want. Okay, something I haven't talked about is I have ability slots, but then you could put mutagens to facilitate the bonuses from the slots, and the colors when they match give you a bigger bonus. So this only gives me 50 vitality because I don't have anything green in there. So usually, oh, that's even better. So usually green gives you more health, blue gives you more magic, and red gives you more attack. See how that links up? So I get a bonus to sign intensity for every blue item I put in one of those slots. So sign intensity means how quickly I regenerate, I think. Or it might mean critical hit chance. Okay. So that was lucky that I got a blue mutagen. So it makes my signs more effective.
The cart. Witch's hut is somewhere nearby.
I need to meditate. There we go. So I can get my swallow potions back.
Miss, cows are wheezing, won't rise from the barn floor, pus streams from her snout.
Do I look like a dairymaid to you?
No, miss, but you know things. 'Tis our last cow. None other left in the village.
Rest died of hunger, or soldiers let him off. Oh, we're as good as dead without her.
I shall give you herbs. Mix them with water drawn from the spring at midnight, then make the cow drink them. But first, you must clean out your barn thoroughly. Is that clear?
Thank you, miss. 1,000 thanks.
Enough. I've had my fill for the day. Go home.
So that's actually hilarious. So these are...
She's in a foul mood. We'd best come back on the morrow.
Watch what you say. She's quick to fire, out to take revenge.
So she knows these peasants are stupid.
Bitch is in a proper fury. Needs a man.
And they don't really need a magical spell or remedy to fix their cow problem. They just need to clean their barn. But she's smart. She disguises that by saying, I'm going to mix an herb drawn from spring water, mixed with spring water drawn at midnight. And the peasants just lap it up. They don't know any better. I really like that. That's smart. It's protecting your craft. She clearly ended it early because she saw Geralt.
Anyone home? Ordinary ointment. Nothing special.
Wait, there's something up there? Can I pull that down? Can I get up there? I'd really like to get up there. I did not know that. There's something up there. Huh. Maybe I can't get it. There are some things you can't loot. Recipe for black eyeliner. Black eyeliner in a pinch. When deprived of professional products, one can mix up black eyeliner from crushed medicinal charcoal mixed with fresh egg yolk and a drop of lavender oil to keep contaminants at bay. Store the eyeliner in a cool place for at most 3 days, then make a new batch because the old one has surely rotted. Ingest the remaining medicinal charcoal, for it can only do you good. Makeup, apparently. Now, obviously, well, you'll find out about her in a second.
Now, where's she run off to?
Let's see if I can get lucky. That's good. I'm glad I got the weapon repair kit. Oh, I forgot. I just bought the, Yeah. Now I can carry 90 pounds. I'll be good. That's enough. I think 183 gold for that is great. Oh, no. Oops.
Managed to amass quite a book collection. A pentagram in chalk.
Yeah, this is obviously a mage of some kind. And mages, the thing with the eyeliner, mages make themselves look beautiful. It's a part of how they work. Letter to Alexander. Darling, I'm writing because you must be worried that I'm still angry. Silly man, you know full well I never hold a grudge long. I forgive you. It's all because of that secretiveness of yours. It's so strange for me to take an interest in your... Is it so strange for me to take an interest in your plague research? I adore watching you at work in your tower. Please, if you still refuse to discuss the results of your experiments with me, at least don't deny me that small pleasure. If Ezra doesn't need you tomorrow evening, come see me. We'll clear everything up over a glass of wine, or two, or more, your K.
Don't often see baubles like this in Velen.
I mean, it's clearly a mage.
Powerful aura. Must be some artifact. So this is where she disappeared to.
Alright.
Well. Nice.
So, this is a portal to an area. You can explore this area. There's some plants. Elven sages. Many think Ein Savern, meaning sage, is simply the elder speech term for sorcerer. Yet to equate a sage with a common practitioner of magic is akin to considering a newly drafted private, hay sticking out of his breeches, a witcher's equal simply because both wield swords. A sage wields magic, true, and does so with greater skill than even the most accomplished of human mages. The great renown and regard in which they are held, however, comes not from the skill, but from the other, truly rare abilities they possess. Nothing is secret for an elven sage. They see both past and future as easily as the present. They have mastery over all the arcana of magic as well as every domain of scholarship. They are the only ones who understand the nature and operation of the so-called Elder Blood and the gene of Lara Doran, and they guard this knowledge jealously. How numerous are the elven sages? In all my life I've met only one, Ida Imian of the Blue Mountains. She might possibly be the last representative of this mysterious caste. It is true, I have mentioned a male elf who might also belong to it, but as of this writing I have been unable to confirm this. There's this little isolated area with animals and plants.
I was wondering how long it would take you, Geralt. I'm upstairs. Don't be shy. Greetings, Witcher.
Missed a spot.
Where? Hope you didn't come to talk.
No, to talk.
Turn around and wait.
Geralt is a horn dog. But mages also like being looked at, so it's mutually beneficial.
Kira Metz, deep in the heart of Velen. Thought you hated the countryside.
I can assure you I do. Now more than ever.
Heard a witch lived out here. Never would have guessed it was King Foltest's former advisor.
I'm so pleased the world's still able to astound you, Geralt. I actually envy you that sense of wonder. Common in children, knights errant, and morons.
Someone's grown irritable. Is that any way to greet an old friend?
I believe I greeted you with a pleasant view. Now tell me what brings you here.
Yeah, Kira Metz is a pretty no-nonsense mage, and she makes fun of Geralt. It's great.
Any news of your sisters from the lodge?
None. We can't know too much about one another these days. It's safer that way.
Even tried to contact one another?
I've wanted to many times. But I've no way of knowing who would answer, or who might be listening.
So, the Sisters of the Lodge, they were powerful group of mages and sorceresses that managed the northern kingdoms with advisors to kings and queens. But there's been sabotage, there's been these Nilfgaardian wars, there's been betrayals, so things are really hazy and unpleasant right now. And you'll learn a little bit more about this as we go on.
So, bet you saw this question coming. What are you doing here?
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scenery? Or is it furthering the age-old alliance between the city and its breadbasket? No. I'm in hiding, Geralt. Blind to the state of the world? Don't you see what's happening?
You mean the persecution mages now face?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Radovid's new pastime. Pursuing anyone with a whiff of magic about them. Witch hunters. Sound familiar? Murderers scouring the north from end to end. Burning books, hanging soothsayers, torturing herbalists.
Yeah, so Radovid, we haven't talked much about the opposition to Nilfgaard. Atra made reference to the fact that things are scary in Novigrad. The city's on edge. It's been made very clear there's some sort of persecution going on with mages, and Kira Metz is confirming that. So Radovid is basically purging his controlled area of mages.
So how's it feel to be the village witch?
Horrid.
No joy in having the boundless respect and trust of the local peasantry?
They'd respect anyone who could produce hemorrhoid cream.
Been here a while, haven't you?
Long enough for rot to set in. You cannot possibly imagine how much I detest this place.
Picked a strange place to hide.
I didn't pick anything. In the north, Radovid's men hunt sorceresses like fish in a barrel. Nilfgaard controls the south. Where was I to flee?
Emperor does keep mages on a short leash, but he lets them live and ply their trade.
Radovid and Emma differ in every respect except one. They share a deep hatred of the Lodge of Sorceresses. And I was a member.
Yep. So, if you were a member of the Lodge... by the way, Yennefer was a member of the Lodge, so it's interesting that the Emperor actually called her in to help find Ciri. So, while the Emperor would want to hunt members of the Lodge for greater objectives, he'll set that back to do something else. So there's some nuance here.
Changing the subject. I'm looking for a certain young woman.
Oh, really? Who?
Apparently she quarreled with the local witch.
Someone's been feeding you horse shit. The girls around here are too stupid to quarrel with me.
She's not from here.
You're up to something, Geralt. If I'm to help you, you must tell me what's going on. Who are you looking for?
Ciri.
Ciri? Well, now I understand the secrecy, not to mention the brooding, the furrowed brow. And you say she had some sort of problem with a witch?
So you haven't seen her?
I'm certain I haven't. But recently someone asked me about an ashen-haired woman. He claimed she would stand out from the peasant crowd.
Who was it?
Not so fast, Geralt. No humble plea, no offering to the witch.
What's your rate these days? A couple dozen eggs? 3 hens, maybe?
My rate rises with every word you speak. I'm not sure you can afford the information.
You're pricklier than I remembered. Isn't living in nature's lap supposed to be cleansing, calming?
Nature stinks.
Yep.
Oh, sod it, don't give me that look. I know it's Ciri we're talking about. It was an elf, this individual who asked about Cirilla. No flea-bitten Scoia'tael slob either, but an elven mage.
What was an elven mage doing in Velen?
Well, I tried to ask him, of course, about everything.
Of course.
Oh, but you know how elves are. He asked many more questions than he answered.
He say what his name was?
He didn't. And he wore a mask. Very secretive all around, but I liked him. He was intelligent and composed.
He say what he wanted with Ciri?
Only that they were to meet in Vellum. He wished to know if she'd arrived before he did.
You leave any message for her?
No, but he asked that were I to meet her, I should lead her to him.
So you know where to find him?
Yes, he said he found a hideout in some elven ruins near the village of Midcox. I'll go there with you.
Why? Think I'll have trouble finding this place?
I've unfinished business with this elf. He promised me something, but he never delivered it. Besides, I know you think as I do, that she might be there. And I'd like to see Cyrilla too.
We're gonna go.
Let's go then.
Yes, let's.
So there's an elven mage now involved with Ciri, so the plot gets more complicated. There's more factions. We got the Wild Hunt, we got Redania, we got the Sorceress of the Lodge, we got Witch Hunters, we got Nilfgaard, we got Elves, we've got Geralt and Yennefer. Northwest of the village of Byways a few hours later.
Nice.
Been here before?
No. I was hoping the elf would return as he'd promised, or else his waif would appear. At any rate, I've no idea what to expect from this place.
Well, let's find out.
New quest, Wandering in the Dark. Let's take a look. We completed hunting a witch. The peasants of Midcops were not overly talkative, but in the end, Geralt managed to get enough hints out of them to find the witch's hut. Unfortunately, Kira had not actually encountered Ciri, and the witch mentioned in Hendrik's notes was nowhere to be found. Geralt's efforts were not entirely in vain, however. The sorceress had recently entertained an unexpected guest, a masked elven mage. This mysterious visitor was, like Geralt, invested in Ciri's whereabouts. Kira figured the mage would be where she had left him and set off with Geralt towards his hideout. And now we're on Wandering in the Dark. Follow Kira. Finding Ciri in Velen has proven harder than tracking a swallow on a rainy day. According to Kira, an elven mage has been tracking this particular swallow as well. Had he found her? Did he know more about her fate? Geralt knew he had to find out, and Kira, well, she had unfinished business of her own with the mage. And so the Witcher and Sorceress set out together on a journey into the darkness to find the mysterious elf's underground hideout.
Come on!
Yeah, there's something over... Oh, I never looted this before. Steel ingot. That will be useful.
Well, coming?
Next. I will need cat at some point, and I have it. Okay.
Gavella Glan.
That's the spell for producing light. I'm just making sure I loot stuff. Corpses! And mushrooms. Hunter's trousers. Manuscript page, Maribor Forest.
The Wild Hunt.
What? Phantom Riders? That means... I thought they didn't exist.
Feast your eyes on the non-existent then. Got a navigator with them.
What?
Can you teleport us to the other side?
I'd rather teleport us home. Do you really mean to follow them?
Teleport. Hurry up.
Not sure I like any of this. Geralt! Follow me.
Damn portal. Wonder where Kira is now.
Let me check my armor. Did I get better armor? Yes. Oh, I hear drowners. So, necrophage oil. See, with Sign Intensity, I think that I do more damage, and I'm more likely to get a crit. Yeah, look at that. Very nice. Yeah, you can go run. Oh, that was bad. Oh, yeah. Okay. So mutagens will stop dropping more frequently as I progress through the game. Red mutagens are the rarest. Okay. Doppler decoction. I need to put cat potion on at some point. I should probably check out alchemy. Insectoid oil, that's fine. Accelerates the generation of... I don't need that right away. Yep, that's fine. Adrenaline points are not very helpful right now. What is over here? Okay, I want cat potion. This is getting hard to see. Oh, I know what that is. We are going to be fighting a foglet, and they are a pain in the ass. I think I want Yrden. Well, first Ard. Yep. I think it'll slow it down. Wow. Oh, actually, I think I'm supposed to use Quen, because they hit really hard. Whew.
Not bad.
Yep. So, by focusing on strong attacks, that actually went pretty well. Oh, I should read about that. Foglets. I never read about bears. Know that ditty about the bear climbing the mountain to see what it could see? Biggest load of rubbish I've ever heard. What a bear climbs a mountain, it's not to see, it's to hunt, to kill. John Oldak, Royal Huntsman. Bears are omnivores, meaning men find a place in their diet besides berries, roots, and salmon. When they snack on humans, they most frequently partake of the meal of travelers unwittingly trespassing on their territory, or else that of hunters for whom besting such a creature is lifelong ambition. There are several subspecies of bears, black bears, polar bears, and cave bears, which differ from one another in coloring as well as in size and strength. All share one trait in common, however, a near unmatched ability to kill. I read that. Necrophages. Foglets. They are vulnerable to moon dust. Oh, moon dust. Yep, and quinsign. Foglets. If night ever catches you in the swamp, stay put and wait for dawn, even if it means standing waist deep in water with leeches crawling down your trousers. Most important of all, if you see a light in the fog, never, and I mean never, go towards it. Johanna's Shrewd Guide. Fog is a traveler's foe. In the forest, it can make one lose one's way. At sea, it can send one sailing into the rocks. Yet such dangers are nothing compared to the monsters known as foglets, which sometimes lurk within it. These creatures have powerful arms and claws like Zarikanian Kinjals. Yet what makes them truly dangerous is their mastery of deception, beguilement, and disorientation. Many times they need not attack at all, instead simply driving their prey to madness or into boggy marshlands, after which they wait patiently for it to drown in the muddy waters. Yep. Ogroids. They are vulnerable to northern wind and ogroid oil. Neckers. Take heed, gents. There's neckers under this here bridge. If you all cross at once without slowing or stopping, there's nothing to fear. But if your cart throws an axle and you get stuck out there, well, close your eyes and pray to Meletele. Kurt Hammerback, city guardsman in Vengerberg. A lone necker is harmless, 5 are dangerous, 10 can kill even a veteran monster slayer. Particularly troublesome are the larger, stronger individuals known as warriors, as well as the rare breed of neckers known as Fukas. Yep. We did that. I read all that, yeah. Is there anything else in here? Nothing over here. Strangely enough... Oh, it's another way to get to the same area. Oops. Oh. Let me Quinn here so I don't die. So there's this explosive gas hanging around. Yeah. They might drop, not what I thought they would drop. Oh, another one? Wow, I'm doing some serious damage now. Yeah, because I'm using strong attacks. I'm noticing that if I use strong attacks in a well-timed way, that they can really knock out health.
Kira? Kira?
Nice. Al Ghul decoction. I can't make decoctions yet because I don't have special alchemy ingredients that come from monsters. Okay, first I need to meditate. Then I need to Quen. This is going to be really annoying. And then I gotta go kill... I gotta go deal with these rats.
You guys get up! They're all to do something! They're crawling out of those holes! Use a sign or bombs, anything!
Stay calm. They're only rats.
I hate rats!
Crap. Where's my sword? Rats are scary! There's another.
Thank you.
Okay.
You that afraid of rats? Could have annihilated them with one spell. Fine, won't say anything. So what happened to you?
There's something here. Something that distorts teleportation. I've no idea how they managed to get to the other side problem-free.
Wild Hunt's teleportation magic is different. Got specially trained mages for that. Navigators, they call them.
They can have 3 helmsmen in the pouch for all I care. I'll not risk that again.
Let's go. Wild Hunt got a good head start on us, but we still stand a chance.
Have you gone completely mad? We must leave here at once.
I gotta know what the Wild Hunt's doing here.
But we came to find the elven mage, not fight the hunt.
If they reach him first, we won't get a chance to talk to him. Besides...
Go on. Finish. Wait. You've got some special interest in the hunt. Is this about Ciri? There's something you've not told me, isn't there?
Come with me and maybe I will.
Are you always like this? I'm beginning to feel sorry for Triss and Yen. Oh, very well. Let's go.
Well, let me look at the quests here. Barely had our heroes entered the underground chambers when they encountered the enemy. The Wild Hunt had reached the spot before them, and they too were searching for Ciri. Explore the Elven ruins and look for information about the mage. Did I get anything new in alchemy? She has light now, so I don't need cat potion. New marker. Oh, that was a monster nest. I don't know if rats are monsters.
Well.
Daughter of the Gold.
That's him. That's the elf.
What was that? An illusion?
No. A morphotic projection.
A what projection?
Something akin to a postbox for mages. Much safer than an ordinary letter, which anyone can intercept en route to its recipient.
Message was definitely for Ciri, daughter of the Gull, Lara Doran's heir.
Indeed. It is what the elves would title Ciri. But what was the bit about the sign of her sword? A riddle?
Yeah, not a hard one, though. Not if you know Ciri named her sword Tireo, Swallow.
Come now. Who aside from you would know that?
Might have been the point. Your elven mage secured the passage, hid it, so that only Ciri could find it.
He failed to foresee that someone like you would show up.
Nevertheless, I think he was expecting uninvited guests. Made some preparations. Let's hope the Wild Hunt ran into some obstacles.
Well then, let's go. Do you think following the swallows will suffice?
We'll see.
So, yep. So we're kind of in this like Indiana Jones environment now. We came from there, right? Or where did we come from? Came from there. Getting mushrooms and mushrooms. Dead bodies. Why does a dead body have pepper on it?
An old elven port.
Must have been how they got here by sea.
I wonder how long ago that was.
Oh, and that means Spectre oil. This is going to be dangerous. I do have Yrden.
That oily yellow vapor, it's toxic.
I hardly need instruction from you. I recognized the Vulpine Morel immediately.
There's a so now you can't escape me.
I need Yrden.
A patch of these mushrooms.
Terrible.
Oh my god.
What happened?
Well, I survived. And wounds heal awfully quick on creatures. Come on.
I really like having Yrden for this fight because the specters are annoying.
Don't make me laugh.
Now Kira Metz is actually useful for stunning them. That actually was not terrible. Yrden is unappreciated as a... it slows them down and it stays down longer when you get that first upgrade. And you can do 2 Yrdens to expand the area. Oh, this is going to be annoying. I should probably put this back on. I took some poison there. Not my intention. Oh, crap. I didn't realize there was another one. I gotta be careful about the poison. It's really hurting me. I took more damage from that than from the wraith. Oh no. Oh no. Perfect timing by the wraith. Okay, I gotta meditate. Because this is problematic.
Swallow. Seems we're headed the right way.
Oh, we are? Well, then we're going the wrong way in my book.
How's
the water.
Refreshing. Don't know what you're missing.
Kudweni Abyssin, Ancient Leshen Decoction. We got some wraiths over here with no Kira Mets to distract. Relic oil. Can I make that? I need mistletoe. Spigger. Whoa. Foglet decoction. I'm dying from the poison more than anything. I'll need to meditate again. Pull out my sword! Please pull out my sword. Oh, God. I just realized it's probably stupid to keep fighting. So I'm probably not going to get anything. But I got a relic decoction. That's nice. Is there anything over here? Maribor sword. Diagram, Culveri Cutlass. Torn out cage, Cockatrice decoction. Okay. Some sword. I think it's this one. I didn't know there was a sword there. Can I get some cat potion? I'm having a hard time seeing. Yep, this is the way. More dead bodies. For some reason they have pepper on them.
Look, it's rather similar to that other pillar with the projection.
Mi fordo sol esser. Siren. Mi fordo sol esser. Hey, Sirik.
Help him. Does he mean that sea monster?
No, that's what Ciri named her mare. Horse could apparently gallop like a demon.
Good name for a horse. So, shall we look for it?
Okay. So, you can do some things here where you interact with these runes on the wall, and then bad things happen. And I don't feel like really dealing with all of that craziness, because, especially with Death March, it can be pretty annoying. So we're going to do this. We are going to dive into the water. And take the not obvious route.
Kelpie. Another horse. Almost exactly like the last one. Let's see what this does.
Gareth, I don't know what you did, but it worked. Come back here.
I like how you can see with your senses on where she's coming from when she talks.
Look, they're opening.
Yep.
Let's go.
Well, now I know what distorted my effort at teleportation. This very portal.
And I know why I landed in that drowner nest.
You should be pleased you emerged from the portal in one piece.
And everyone still wonders why I hate to be teleported.
We must try to activate it.
I think that's a swallow.
Right, come.
Sure, it's safe.
Of course. The Elven Mage prepared this passage for Ciri. Come on now. Gavella Glan. It's grown awfully quiet.
Is that bad?
A bit like the calm before a storm.
1 second. Where's my swallow at 2? I think that's okay. I do not have elemental oil. That is most unfortunate. So I'm going to probably try to use... I will try Yurden. I'm not expecting it to do much.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Tyrael not recognized. Intruders. Destroy the intruders.
Great.
Let me put my Quinn shield up. I need to try to hit this in the back. He has this area of effect slam.
Just wonderful.
Fast attacks don't do much. If you can hit him in the back, that does a decent amount of damage. Shield. He will probably wipe out half of my health if he hits me. And he has charge attacks. He's got an area of effect. The shield is really useful for negating that. Shield. And I have my strong attack is really enhanced, which is helping. Oh yeah, wow. I've never done this without taking damage before. I mean, it's easy enough to do if you're patient, but I was using strong attack. That makes a huge difference. And I also had that strong attack bonus.
And that would be that. I knew we'd manage.
That's so? Make sure and tell me beforehand next time.
Oh, hybrid oil. That's good. We definitely need that. Short.
My intuition's a fine instrument, Witcher. Don't underestimate it. I've some very good feelings about you, for instance.
So,
in
yeah.
several domains.
So she's flirting with you. A lot of sorceresses and mages are horny. Water hag decoction. Is there anything over here?
Once you finally find Siri, what will you do? Any plans?
Depends what she wants.
Imagined it. How it will transpire. What will she say? What will she look like?
No.
I'm sorry for getting ahead of myself. At times I forget we hardly know each other. Certainly not enough to discuss personal matters.
Not to worry. We'll get there.
Enhanced saddle. What is that? Is that better? No. Wow, they give you 2 opportunities for enhanced saddle. What is over here? I can't see, so let me... I wish I had enhanced cat potion. Elemental oil. Oh. Do I even have the ingredients? Oh, I do. Yes. Elemental oil is amazing. Leshen decoction.
Uh-oh.
Got that feeling again?
And more.
A gargoyle. Next, I have elemental oil now. Somewhere. This is going to make this a lot better. Oh. Oh, it's level 6. That's great. Yeah, the strong attack is really good. Oh no, I'm stuck.
Stench.
with elemental oil. Trying to get behind it. Yep, I don't want to touch that. 208 damage because I hit him in the back. Keep distracting. Oh, that was bad. Whew. Man, Kira, you're kicking ass.
Look, they're opening. Let's go.
Gavella Glan.
So much good stuff in here. I thought there was more. Where am I? Oh, I can see movement on the other side of the wall. Okay. No, I don't think this is right. We need to go this way.
Teleport over there.
We must activate it quickly. I've a feeling another golem's about to surprise us.
Another swallow.
Look, it worked! Come on.
1 second. Did I miss anything? Nope.
Look, we've managed to cross the bridge. This is where we saw the wild hunt.
Great. Means they're way ahead of us. Come on.
Gavella Glan.
Just checking.
Wild hunt. Definitely.
They destroyed the Major's sentries. They didn't come here for a friendly chat with the elf.
Meaning you ever thought they might have?
Bounties. What is this stuff? Is it better? Yes. I have better armor, that's helping. Yep, they came in and they wrecked these golem sentries.
Before they could attack.
Shut up! Esai Isa. Jabba Doi Nilin Yama. Ren!
What is this?
The White Frost. Mage from the hunt summoned it. Can you see all those cracks it's blowing through?
They're too far. We must get closer. I should shield us with Demetia Crest's surge. Stand at my side.
Okay, it's great that we picked up Elementium oil because we're gonna need it. And Yurden will be very useful here.
Darian Annoy!
And we want to stay within the shield as much as possible. Kira Metz has a health bar, so she can die here, because she's going to be doing defensive stuff.
We must close them!
Yeah.
I'll do it, just cover me!
Put one over here. Really? Elemental oil, that's what I wanted. Don't worry about looting. You'll get a chance to do that. Yurden's up. I really want them to slow down. Come to me. The strong attack is really working.
Just one more.
This fight's easier for me than a lot of people because I invested in Yurden, and I focus on getting that strong attack in. You can do it with quick attacks, but the strong attack is like a 3-shot on those. Come here. I know you want a piece of the action. Ugh. I need to Gwen here. We need to Quinn. I got into the frost too long. That's why I took so much damage.
Kira! What's wrong?
It'll pass. That took a great deal of power.
Just don't faint on me.
Now, in your firm embrace, what a new life.
love to be able to say we could stay here a while and rest.
I know. We must go on.
They block the passage. Maybe I can try.
Leave it to me.
There's a lot to loot in here.
Come, we might still catch them.
Might get a red mutagen. Pretty rare though. Okay. Can I meditate? Yes, I can. Just looking. I know there's more stuff in here.
Thanks for your help. Pretty tough slog.
Good thing I came with you. You'd never have managed without me, would you? Come now, admit it.
Yeah, never.
1 second. I don't want to go that way. I think there's another foglet. Ooh.
Damn it.
Oh my god. I knew there was another foglet. When it is. And I need necrophage oil. Let's try Yurden as well.
What now, you
Oh,
damn it.
That was terrible. I deserve to die. I got cornered. It was funny because the foglet, I knew there was a foglet, but I didn't see the foglet attack, so I just walked in and he hit me in the back.
Thanks for your help. Pretty tough slog.
Good thing I came with you. You'd never have managed without me, would you? Come now, admit it.
Yeah, never.
Okay, so all that looting is still valid. Okay, that's good. Let's try that again.
mate.
Strong attack is good. Wow, I crushed him that time. I don't even remember what I got. Oh. Some runes. Oh. I can drink, meditate. I think that they're vulnerable to Hangman's Venom because they're elves. I might want Yrden, I'm not sure. Oh, fire. Fire will weaken his armor, but he just replenishes it, so I don't think it's worth it. Hello.
You're stubborn twat.
Geralt, I shall help you.
Step back.
Stop telling me what to do.
Ugh. You are too fast. Oh, right.
Look! He's opening a passage!
Yep, I know.
Stay calm. Focus.
Come here. I need elementium oil now. They really slow down in here. Ah! Gotcha. Where's the other one? Where are you? There you are. That's okay. Oh, I should switch swords and put Hangman's Venom back on. Which is gonna poison him. Woo! Yeah, can't make mistakes like that. Why am oh, I should just put my... I don't have Yrden. Yrden slows him down. shouldn't be having this much trouble. Come on. Maybe weaken his armor. Ugh. Probably more Hangman's Venom. Oh wait, I am supposed to use the Silver Sword against him? Oh, that's why I'm having trouble. I thought he is an elf. But I guess Elementum... Oh, I have Elementum Oil on as well. See, that Yrden slows him down so he can't quite turn to meet his flank. Oh, right. Next, I need to put this back on. I love Yrden. People really don't appreciate how really powerful Yrden is. So what happens is that they slow down. They slow down a lot. Can I put Hangman's Venom? No. Interesting. I mean, it is an elf, but maybe it's because his magical armor is Elementium. That will also take out some of his armor. Yeah, Yrden is amazing. Use the right sword and Yrden, and this fight is actually pretty straightforward. He just slows down a lot. Oh, I got a critical hit. He has a lot of health. You're slowing down, buddy. Oh, you got crushed. Level 5.
Oh, I see it.
Unnecessarily. Let's look around.
Oh, another message for Siri.
That fight was harder than it needed to be. I thought he was, he is an elf, but his armor means I should use my silver sword. What is over here? Oh, I bet that's... okay. I can't deal that yet. Huh.
Larena Luna.
All right, let's watch this message.
Siren, this place is no longer safe. Do not tarry here long. Trust no one. And above all, beware the witches of Crookback Bog. Try to reach the place where last we were together.
Where last we were together, not much to go on. Damn it.
Perhaps it's best he didn't leave a clearer message. The Wild Hunt broke in here. Surely they saw the projection.
They searched everything. And if they had more time, they'd probably have torn the place to the ground. But that doesn't change the fact that we haven't learned anything. Not about the elf, not about Ciri.
Well, we know they were well acquainted and travelling together.
Wonder why they split up.
Perhaps because the Wild Hunt was on the elf's trail, and Ciri would be safer if they did.
The witches of Crookback Swamp.
Crookback Bog.
Kira, if you're hiding something...
But I didn't say...
Why didn't you say anything earlier? I told you Ciri had a run-in with a witch.
Well, I had no idea you meant them. If I'd told you something, you would have rushed off to find them. But we needed first to confirm that Ciri was here, didn't we? I shall tell you everything now, of course.
Now? After I safely led you through the cave?
I can't believe you'd think so poorly of me. Perhaps you do bear a grudge against sorceresses.
Mm-hmm. Can't imagine where that comes from. You know these witches?
I've never met them, but I've read of them. In an old manuscript I found in one of the huts in the village. It mentions the village witches venturing into Crookback Bog at times to liaise between the villagers and the crones, the ladies of the wood. The crones appear to be intolerant of outsiders, but they help the local folk. Apparently, they stop the spread of the plague in Vellum.
What's your take on this?
I'd love to shrug it off as the nattering of so many old women, yet throughout my first fortnight in Vellum, I had horrible nightmares. Something was calling me out into the swamps. One night, I decided to enter the dream consciously, render it lucid. I confronted the thing directly. It broke contact at once. Peaceful nights ever since.
How do I find them?
The swamps are vast, dangerous, but they say the crones mark the way for peasants who wish to visit them. The manuscript mentions a chapel in Crookback Bog, and from that chapel one must follow a trail of treats.
Treats?
Of course. They didn't read you bedtime stories at Clare Morton. All normal folk know that witches live in gingerbread houses poised atop chicken legs.
I'll have to see that to believe it.
Take the tome and read it. I truly do believe you'll find your Cirilla. All right then. As a start, let's look for a way out of here.
Good idea.
Oh my god, okay, so wandering in the dark. Look for information about Ciri using your Witcher senses. The hunt had in its rank a navigator, a powerful mage able to teleport its warriors from place to place in the blink of an eye. Geralt and Kira, on the other hand, made their way slowly on foot, encountering obstacle after obstacle. All might have been lost had our heroes not happened across a morphotic projection the elven mage had left for Ciri. The mage's illusion guided her towards its lair and called her Zariel, meaning swallow in Elder speech. Hearing this, Geralt gained 2 vital clues. The mage clearly knew Ciri well, and he must have painted the swallows on the walls to direct her. The road through the underground was not an easy one to travel. The mage had set a great many traps that Ciri could easily evade, but which would trip up any who chased after her. In the end, Geralt and Kira eliminated the Wild Hunt's lead and began nipping at its heels. Ciri's pursuers did not find what they were looking for. They departed empty-handed, leaving one warrior behind to tend to Geralt and Kira. He proved a weak match for the Witcher and the Sorceress, but their victory was bittersweet, as in the underground passageways Geralt found neither Ciri nor the elven mage. All he could now do was follow the hints provided by yet another morphotic projection the mage had left behind. Ladies of the Wood. Read the Ladies of the Wood. Information found in the tomb of Hendrik, the Nilfgaardian agent, indicated Ciri had entered into conflict with some witch in Velen. At first, Geralt thought this witch was Kira Metz, but he later learned Hendrik had meant a different individual, one who dwelt in Crookback Bog. So the Witcher ventured into the swamps, determined to find this bog-dwelling witch and ask her about Ciri. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That was an accident. We're still here. Oh, we got character entry probably bestiary updates, yeah. Hounds of the Wild Hunt, Demiridium, which nullifies magic, Elemental Oil, Igni, and Axii. Hounds of the Wild Hunt. Baying at the heels of the Wild Hunt are its hounds, fierce beasts which follow it like dust clouds trailing after a comet. Hushed legends speak of them losing their way at times and descending from the night sky to earth, cold and death following in their wake. Essie, Blackjack, Devon, Troberits. Born, or so some experts believe, of magic ice crystal, the Hounds of the Wild Hunt race alongside their spectral masters like ravenous feral dogs, yet capable only of mindlessly attacking whatever crosses their path. Characters. Eridan. The name of the king of the Wild Hunt, the identity of the Lord of Nightmares, the being behind the frightful mask, this long remained unknown. Over time, however, scraps of information gradually coalesced into a full likeness of our foe, but did nothing to detract from the terror he inspired. The Wild Hunt was in truth an elite cavalry brigade from the world of the Anel, the Elder Folk, and was commanded by their ambitious and ruthless king, Eridan Brioc Glass. He would travel by a secret path through the cold emptiness between his world from ours to capture victims and take them back to his homeland as slaves. The current object of his hunt was Cirilla, whose power he wanted to harness for his own uses, the only obstacle in his path, Geralt of Rivia. Kira Metz. Geralt first met Kira Metz when she literally dropped on top of him out of nowhere. During the famous coup on Thin Ed Island, Kira was defenestrated and nearly landed right on the Witcher's head. The next time Geralt saw her in the swamps of Velen was shocking in a different way. The luxury-loving sorceress was the last person he expected to see in such a grim and barren place. Geralt later learned the reason for this, and Kira's fate gave him ample fodder for contemplating the cruel whimsies of the Wheel of Fortune. Once the esteemed advisor to the now-late King Foltest, she had been chased out of Temeria when she lost that ruler's trust. Later she joined the Lodge of Sorceresses, which earned her the hatred of Redania's king and Nilfgaard's emperor alike. Because of this, she had gone deep undercover, posing as a cunning woman, a village witch of sorts, deep in the Velen boondocks. It was not at all difficult to tell that she despised every minute of this. Cirilla. It seemed that during Ciri's time in Velen, she got into a quarrel with some sort of witch or witches in the swamp. I'm just checking. That's it. The Elder Blood. What exactly is the Elder Blood? According to some, it is a powerful elven curse passed from generation to generation. Those in whose veins the infamous Hein Acher flows are said to carry death and destruction within them, to sow hatred and disdain in the hearts of men. It's from this contaminated blood that Ithilien prophesies an adventurer would be born, a destroyer of nature and worlds. Others claim the Elder Blood is an extremely rare inherited talent, granting control over time and space to a degree unattainable even to elven sages. Sadly, few bearers of this gift have been able to control it in full. This merely partial mastery inevitably leads to a sudden outburst of power that take the form of unpredictable, uncontrollable, and thus extremely dangerous explosions. Behind the dark legends about the curse of the Elder Blood lies the truth of these tragic cases. For obvious reasons, the bearers of the Elder Blood were always subjects of great interest to the world's mighty and to mages alike. The former counted on the truth of Ithilien's prophecy, on an adventurer being born who could destroy worlds, and who they could thus use for their purposes. As for the latter, they hoped to harness the magic of Hen Aker to broaden their own knowledge and powers. Ultimately, however, all these plans were for naught. The Elder Bloodline broke off with the disappearance of the heiress of Nilfgaardian crown, Cirilla Fiona Ellen Rhiannon. The ladies of the wood, the gods have abandoned us. The mighty of this earth care not for our fate. Only the ladies of the wood watch over Velen. In foul times, when plague and famine reap the harvest, we must beg the ladies for help. If they see fit, they will hear our pleas and knock back fortune's foul blows. This is how one begs help from the ladies. Find a child, young and innocent, and take it to the Crookback Bog. Seek out the lady's shrine. This is where the trail of treats begins. Set the child off on the trail, and it shall follow the sweet track and find the good ladies. The child will never want for anything again, for the ladies are kind and generous. Stand before their shrine, pronounce your supplication, and the good ladies will hear, for they see and hear all that takes place in their demesnes. If you made this offering as it must be done, your plea shall be heard. So that quest updates. This is actually what I want to track. Use your Witcher senses to find the shrine that marks the start of the Trail of Treats. Find the crones of Crookback Bog. So that's another main quest.
Mysterious mage herbalist.
Assassin's gauntlets.
Mysterious mage herbalist.
Tawny Owl. Oh yeah. Wait. Weird. I guess I already had that? That doesn't make sense, though. Okay. Examine?
What's this?
The potion I gave him. Seems he saw a use for it. Drank it.
After the white frost, spring ash down dreamy hills past sparkling waters, Tir Nalia drifts slowly, softly, silently into oblivion. Sage lips blacken, frosted bones quiver. Before an icebound eye can blink, in distant skies I will watch your descent.
Must have burned these notes himself. The hunt wouldn't have bothered.
Meaning he knew they were looking for him.
The Bear Legend. The Berserkers do not constitute a separate clan in terms of blood or lineage. They are instead a family forged by warriors who have heard the call of the bear and answered it by abandoning their loved ones and joining the community of mountain dwellers. Not every man who seeks to join it is accepted into the Brotherhood. The candidates must first pass difficult trials which usually end in their death. The last trial is the hardest. It is called the Trial of the Bear's Triumph. But few outside of the Brotherhood have ever witnessed it, and none know what those who undergo it must endure. Quite curiously, the inhabitants of Skellige themselves know very little about their berserkers, or Wildkarls, as they call them. They do not like to talk about these man-bears, not with outsiders, and not even amongst themselves. We got a bestiary entry. Cursed ones, berserkers. They are weak to Devil's Puffball, Cursed Oil, Quinn, and Igni. Berserkers, now finish your soup, or a berserker will come and swallow you whole. Skellige mother scolding a child. Skellige legends speak of men known as berserkers who transform into bears when overwhelmed by battle rage. In doing so, they lose all self-awareness and are driven by a bloodlust which they must satiate in order to return to human form. Few believe these blood-curdling tales, however, not even in Skellige, where the inhabitants usually treat even the least probable legends with the utmost gravity. This indicates either that berserkers are in fact mere figments of med-sodden imaginations, or else that they have learned to hide their abilities from the rest of the islanders. The Skald's ballads indicate a berserker transformed in the heat of battle cannot be distinguished from a true-born bear. Only minute anatomical details such as the shape of their tongues and teeth reveal their secret. Descriptions of their fighting prowess paint them as invulnerable to pain and able to heal any wound received almost at once. If these men-turned-bears truly do exist, one can suppose that, like werewolves and lycanthropes, they are particularly vulnerable to oils that harm cursed creatures, but if we are to give credence to ancient songs about these creatures' deeds, about the mass murders and massacres they have committed, we can only hope that no witcher will have to test this hypothesis. Botchlings. Cursed oil axi. Saying botchling's ugly is like saying shit's not particularly tasty. Can't say it's a lie, but it doesn't exactly convey the whole truth either. Lambert, Witcher of the Wolf School. Botchlings are perhaps the most repulsive creatures a Witcher will ever have the displeasure of meeting. Born of a dead, unwanted babies, discarded without a proper burial, their appearance is that of a partially decayed fetus, their unformed flesh twisted with hate, fear, and malice. These hideous creatures feed on the blood of pregnant women, driven by a mad hunger that most often leads to their victim's death. A botchling will emerge from its lair at night to lurk by the bedside of an expectant mother, draining her strength and that of her unborn progeny as she sleeps. A woman thus beleaguered first suffers from troubling dreams, then fever, delirium, and a general weakening of the flesh. After a few such nights, she is enfeebled and unable to defend herself. It is then the botchling attacks directly, sinking its long, sharp fangs into her body and drinking of her blood until mother and fetus perish together. A botchling stands around 1.5 feet in height, but when threatened and if gorged with blood, it can change form. At such times, it grows into a deformed man, hunched over and striding ape-like on its forearms. Stronger and fiercer after this altercation, it hurls itself into direct physical combat, gnashing at its opponents or attacking him with sharp claws. A botchling's curse can be lifted by transforming it into a lubberkin, a guardian spirit of the hearth that watches over the family it never knew and the house it could never call home. Wow, that was a lot of reading. Introduction to Applied Magic. Magic is the science of harnessing, subduing, and making use of the power of the elements. It is also an incarnation of chaos, which is why no one without proper training should ever dabble in any of its domains. Expert mages make of magic an art, but the road to virtuosity leads through years of practice, study, and hard work, and requires a considerable amount of required inborn talent. Magic was implanted in our world through the conjunction of the spheres and was discovered to be a living, changeable, and controllable being shortly thereafter. The name of the first mage, the one who first discovered this talent within himself and grappled with its power, is unknown. We do know, however, that in a relatively short period of time after the discovery of magic, groups begin to form in which the talented beings could work together in developing their abilities. This period is usually considered the beginning of magic as a science, and these groups the prototypes of magic schools. The fundamental planes from which one might draw magic power are earth, water, air, and fire. In the tome which you currently hold, each of these will have a separate chapter dedicated to it, ordered according to the level of difficulty and danger associated with the element discussed. Yeah, I looked at all that.
Strange. My medallion's trembling, but there's nothing here. What's with this wall?
It's an illusion. I sensed it as well. I expected we might run into such things, so I brought this.
Meaning what?
The Eye of Nahalani. It dispels illusions. It's easy enough to build, so you're welcome to this one. It's bound to come in handy. And each time it does, you will think of me.
Huh. Thanks.
Now, I'm not going to do that. Now that I have this, we're going to go back. What the hell? It's showing an enemy on the map, but there's nothing there.
Something here. Where's that artifact character?
Actually, this is terrible. I need cat potion. Okay. Yep. Got another decoction. Let me meditate.
Now in his eye. Ought to use it.
Simple, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Let's see where the passage leads.
Do you feel that? A flow of fresh air from the left. Must be an exit that way.
Good. Let's get out of here.
Wait, there's still the magic lamp.
The magic what now?
Lamp. The elf promised it to me in exchange for my help. And since his return here seems doubtful, I must retrieve it myself. If I can find it, that is. Will you help?
Yeah, I'll help.
Splendid. Come then.
Gavella Glan.
We're certain to find something here.
Oh, we just completed Wandering in the Dark. So Geralt finally learned the truth about Ciri and the witch from the mouth of an illusion. The mage projection corrected and supplemented the information left behind by Hendrik. Ciri's opponent had not been one ordinary witch, but the three crones, mysterious and powerful beings dwelling in Crookback Bog. Who they truly were and what happened to Ciri at their swampy home, that, dear reader, you will learn in the pages that follow. Oh, new quest. Magic Lamp. Follow Kira. Kira Metz had helped Geralt in a search for Ciri, so the Witcher decided to return the favor. The sorceress sought a magic lamp, which the mysterious elven mage had promised to give her. Since the object was nowhere in sight, our heroes drew the only possible conclusion, that it lay concealed somewhere in the underground passageways.
You were supposed to help me!
Oh.
Geralt!
Coming. I had no idea where I was going.
It looks like another damned riddle to me.
Inscription here.
Show me.
Can you translate the inscription? I can decipher maybe a third, but that third doesn't make much sense.
Give me a minute. I was never any good at the high variant of the Elder Speech. Alright. This might seem a bit literal. I'm afraid I can't replicate its sophisticated internal rhymes.
Just translate it to make sense.
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first to light his fire dared not march on the end. The second, by the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune, and thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Sounds like a riddle, all right. All right, let's see if we can solve this.
So, I think this is the first one. I don't remember. Is this the first one?
There it goes.
No. really?
Seems we did something wrong. Gavella Glad.
That's funny. It must be this one. I just wanted to fight them.
Seems we did something wrong. Gavella Glad. Wait. Something just happened.
Behind that wall, a movement. Looks like some elven sanctuary. Magic. A place of power.
Is Kira gonna come with me? Apparently not. Hang on.
Whose grave is it? What do you think? No inscription, sadly.
Sign of the gull. If I didn't already know where she was buried, I'd guess this is Laura Doran's sepulchre.
Perhaps it's a monument to her.
Can't see the elves commemorating her this way. Heroine of a tragic legend to some, but most see her as a traitor to her race, who got her just deserts for marrying Cregennan of Laud.
Perhaps the elven mage is Lara's kin. It would explain why he's helping Ciri.
Possible. This what you're looking for?
Uh-huh.
So what's it supposed to do?
I hope I'll be able to activate it. Let's leave this place, shall we?
Sage's notes. We got character entry. The mysterious elf. It turned out not only Geralt was looking for Cirilla, also on her trail a mysterious elven mage. Like the Witcher, he had gone to Kira Metz to inquire after Ciri's whereabouts. During this conversation, he also revealed that he kept a hideout in the ruins near the village of Midcops. Geralt decided to follow up on this lead. Though he was not able to establish the mysterious mage's identity, he did learn that he'd been traveling with Cirilla sometime before, and the Wild Hunt was after him as well. It seemed... yeah, okay. And Sage's notes, J3275, final conclusions regarding the lamp. My experiences with the magic lamp unequivocally confirmed that by using it, activate centers of condensed spiritual energy, can be coaxed into contact, and can communicate a limited set of the being's last memories. Lara Doran's remains, however, emit entirely inert spiritual energy despite the violent conditions of her death, which should have strengthened the desired tendency. Lara remains silent. At this point, further research on lamps enabling contact with the dead seem entirely useless for my purposes. Now, I'd really like Kira to follow me up here. It would be great. I need Elementum oil. Come on.
Damn it.
Hidden treasure. You coming? Wow. I need Gwen for the area effect. Boom. Golem's hearts. Nilfgaardian longsword. Beast oil. Oh, yeah. Beast oil will make going out in the wild not be so dangerous.
I dislike this place vehemently.
That's basically this cave. We can exit now.
Medallion's humming. Thanks for the power. It's gotta be.
I already grabbed it.
We going? Someone placed an illusion here.
Oh, at last. But it was worth it, right? You learned something about Ciri in the end. Something important. Do you intend to venture into Crookback Bog? You must tell me about it afterwards.
Don't know that I'll get the chance.
Geralt, there are two types of men. Those who see opportunity and take advantage, and those who forge the opportunities themselves. I've always seen you as an example of the latter. Besides, I've a favour to ask you. So, visit me sometime?
Massive flirting.
You can be sure.
In that case, I shall be waiting.
See ya, Kira.
Quest updated. I think we finished it, so... Magic lamp. Their intuition proved sound. In the end, Kira found the lamp she had sought, and her heroes could return to the surface. Their trek underground had made friends of them, so Kira asked Geralt to come by her hut, as she could use some companionship in her lonely, backwards exile. Did we get an update on characters? The mysterious... Oh. Geralt decided to follow up on this lead, though he was not able to establish the mysterious mage's identity. He did learn that he had been traveling with Cirilla sometime before, and the Wild Hunt was after him. Yep. Got decent experience. An invitation from Kira Metz. That's a secondary quest. Talk to Kira. Geralt and Kira's journey to an elven mage's lair had forged a tight bond between them. The kind harrowing life or death experiences forged between soldiers at war or students during exam week. And so, when it was all over, Kira invited Geralt to stop by her hut sometime in a way that suggested she did not mean for an afternoon of tea and crumpets. Yeah. I think that's it with updates. That is all. We did Wandering in the Dark. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, Richard out.